Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, I want to share with you the best anti-aging sunscreens on the skincare market. These fabulous products not only protect the skin from sunburn with a high SPF rating, but they also have ultra-high UVA protection too. There are two types of rays which hit our skin and damage it, and the UVA rays are the ones that age the skin. These are the ones that are forgotten about by a lot of brands, but I want to turn that on its head today. These are the true broad-spectrum sunscreens which will fit perfectly in your anti-aging skincare routine. I want you to sit back, relax, and let's talk the best anti-aging sunscreens. Now, before we get into this video, just a quick reminder to do all that YouTubey stuff if you haven't already. I know you're bored of me saying it, but if you could reach down and give this video a thumbs up and a like. It's a fantastic way of supporting me and the channel, because the more likes a video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute it on its platform. Also, if you haven't joined our Mad About Skin family yet, I'm here to say, why not? All you need to do is click that subscribe button. Here on Mad About Skin, you're more than just a subscriber number. We run weekly live streams, we have daily uploads, and I try to answer as many of your guys' comments as possible on a daily basis. I think I speak for everyone when I say we would love to have you as part of our core Mad About Skin family, and all you need to do to achieve that is to click that subscribe button. But with all that being said, shall we cut the waffle and just delve straight on in? And you know what, I'm going to try and keep this as simplistic as possible, because I think when we talk sunscreens, sometimes we can get a bit overwhelmed by the science. I know I certainly can anyway. And you know what, it doesn't need to be that complex. The key thing is that you're using a sunscreen day in, day out, and reapplying as required and as per the manufacturer's instructions. That's like the key thing that I would stress for everyone's skincare routine. We usually reach for a product based on their SPF value, but this really only tells half the story. There are two different types of UV radiation that hit our skin, UVB rays and UVA rays. The SPF value that a product is given is the level of protection that it's giving against UVB radiation. These are the rays which burn the skin. They tend to have more energy, and so they can trigger that redness, and over time with increased exposure they can lead to burning and down the line cellular damage and cancers. This is why it's super important to reapply your sunscreen as you need to, and in accordance with kind of like your environmental factors, skin type, and any underlying medical conditions you have. Like I say though, that's only half the story, because actually there's these other wavelengths of light, the UVA rays, which actually are the ones that cause premature aging. How these work is they're slightly longer wavelengths, so they have less energy. They don't show that instant redness and burning that you get with UVB rays, so we kind of forget about them. But what they do is they enter the skin, they can penetrate in a way that UVB rays can't, and they disrupt the way that our skin works. They're a form of free radical that causes oxidative stress. This can break down collagen, it can trigger excess pigment production, and they've also been proven to cause cancers again, with increased exposure over the long term. You really want a product that's going to be delivering multiple benefits against both UVB and UVA radiation. This will stop the skin burning, which is like our primary focus, but in the long term that UVA protection will delay that premature aging, keep us looking as fabulous for as long as possible. The problem is not many brands advertise the true UVA protection that a product's given. I think a lot of this is historic, because we've always reached for the highest SPF, and very few of us actually give consideration to the UVA level of protection. Well, I'm going to turn that on its head. I've got 6 fantastic recommendations that not only give great UVB protection, but also give sky-high UVA protection. These are like the true anti-aging holy grails. Now, unfortunately, there is no universal standard of how we measure the level of UVA protection that product gives. I know, it's really frustrating. You'd have thought that brands and regulators would just get it together and keep it super simple for us, the consumer. We live in a global world, yet regulations haven't really caught up with that. However, we work with what we're given, and I want to take the mystery out of it and just share with you these products that are just going to give you that guaranteed protection and slot beautifully into your skincare routine. Now, I want to kick this off with what is my current go-to ultra-high UVA protection product, and it's this little gem, the Ultrist Face Fluid. Now, I know a lot of you are going, oh, Rob, this product again. And you know what? I do know I mentioned this product alongside some of my other favourites an awful lot on the channel, but I make no apologies for that. The reason is I genuinely use this day in, day out in my skincare routine. I just think it's an absolutely outstanding sunscreen. The reason for this is not only do you get a really high level of UVA protection with this product, but you get it at a drugstore at an affordable price point. The whole mantra of Ultrist as a brand is that good sun care shouldn't be a luxury, and honestly, who doesn't want to get on board with that? I paid £7 for this, so it's like under €10. They also ship to the States too, and it's a great way of getting a super affordable high UVA protection product into your skincare routine. You don't need to break the bank. There are different ways, like I said, of measuring the UVA protection, and one way is with a PPD score. It goes through some tests and it comes out with this score. Anything over a PPD of like 25, I'd said would be in the very high coverage. This has one of 50. Independent tests have proven that, so with this, you're getting one of the highest levels of UVA protection alongside an SPF of 50. What's not to love? Alongside that price point, this is the one that I would definitely recommend the most. Now let's continue with the drugstore and affordable recommendations. First and foremost, because I'm super cheap. I hate to overpay for my skincare, and I hate to think that you guys were overpaying either. Sometimes the drugstore is just where it's at, and one brand I would totally recommend is this. This is Sultan, which is available online or at Boots the drugstore here in the UK and Europe. Sultan are a fantastic range of sunscreens. They all offer high UVA protection and they have a little something for everyone. They have chemical, they have mineral, they have hybrid, they have different formulations, different finishes, different price points. So it's like a truly universal brand that I always recommend. This is one of my favorites. This is the Sultan One's Face, which offers 8-hour protection for people that know that they're not going to be reapplying their sunscreen. This is kind of a way of cheating that long-term protection. Now here in the UK, we measure the level of UVA protection a product gives by a star rating out of 5 stars. This was actually created by Boots, who own the Sultan brand. This is a little bit confusing because there's a whole mathematical equation that goes into coming out with the star rating, but basically go for any of the Sultan products with a 5-star rating and you'll be getting an equivalent of a PPD rating of 35 or higher. This is just a way of taking some of the mystery out of it. Maybe not quite as high as that Ultrist, but if you want to mix it up a little bit, you want to walk into a store and just pick up a product, the Sultan range honestly are so good. Just keep your eye out. That 5-star rating is what you're looking for, because some of theirs come with 3 or 4 stars too, so just keep your eye out for that 5-star UVA protection. Now third on this list is actually a relative newcomer to the sunscreen game, and that's the EVA Technology Daily Defense Mousse SPF 50+. You guys have gone mad for this range of sunscreens. Honestly, I don't think I've uploaded a single video without someone leaving a comment saying, Rob, have you tried the EVA Technology sunscreens? They're amazing. I tried this one, I actually really enjoyed it, but the texture wasn't to my personal taste. It comes out like a mousse on the hand, you then work it in and you apply it to the skin. There was something about that mousse texture that I just didn't personally gel with. However, I know everyone out there loves this product, and for a relatively new formulation that's quite trendy, it's really eye-catching, and I love the branding of this. Also comes with a really high UVA level of protection too. The equivalent PPD score on this would be around 40, and again it's been tried, tested and independently verified, which I love. So if you want something a little bit current, modern, different technology and also a different application style, because you've got that mousse which is different to the usual lotions, this is a really good one to reach for. Cruelty free as are Sultan and Ultris, which is again another huge tick in the box, and doesn't need to cost the earth. I think EVA is the one of the more expensive recommendations I'm making today, but if you want something new that comes in gorgeous packaging and delivers a really robust level of UVA protection, this is a brand that I would definitely recommend. Now fourth on this list is an oldie but a goodie. This is the P20 Kids SPF 50+. I actually think this kids sunscreen is a relative newcomer to this brand, but P20 has been around for decades. It used to only be available in airports, which was really weird, or at least here in the UK it was anyway. You kind of had to go on holiday to actually pick this product up. They used to be loaded with drying alcohols, which is why they felt so lightweight on the skin, but that did put a lot of people off. Well, I think P20 has kind of updated their formulations and walked into the modern age, and this kid's sunscreen is gorgeous. This has a UVA PF, which is another way of measuring and monitoring the amount of UVA protection, of 46, which again gives a high level of UVA coverage, and this has been tried, tested, again independently verified. I love this product because unlike a lot of the other P20s, like I say, it doesn't dry the skin down. It actually has a lotion and very lightweight feel, but it does so without packing it full of drying alcohols. Definitely a great option if you're looking for something that's super lightweight and fragrance free. The only thing I'm going to call out with this one is it doesn't have any additional antioxidants like a lot of the other products that I've mentioned today do, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue, because whilst I always recommend an antioxidant in your skincare routine, you can get that with some of your other serum steps through a vitamin C, a good Q10 serum, or any of the other amazing antioxidants on the market. I'll leave a list of some of my favourites captured in a recent video up there. Definitely check that out. That's the one caveat I'd call out with this one, but it's actually relatively affordable. I really love the new updated formulations of the P20 range, and this, lightweight, fragrance free, and definitely offers that high UVA coverage. Now, I just called out that P20 product as not having any additional antioxidants in it. You know what, your sunscreen doesn't have to have additional antioxidants, but I do think they're nice to have. When it comes to UVA radiation, like I say, they hit the skin, they're absorbed, and they actually trigger oxidative stresses because they're a form of a free radical. Antioxidants mop up and kind of defend the skin against these free radicals, which is why, alongside that good UVA protection, having an antioxidant in your life kind of just doubles down on everything, and I think is definitely the way forward. One product which is packed full of both UVA protection and additional antioxidants is this one. I'm going to have to read it out because it's a ridiculously long name. This is the AGEING Berry Sun XP Creme. Now, I hope I haven't butchered that pronunciation, but it is linked in the description box below, as are all the products mentioned in today's video. The reason I'm calling this out is not only does it have a ridiculously high amount of UVA protection here, with a PPD equivalent of around 60, so definitely up there, but it also has 5 different filters, giving you really broad spectrum coverage, and antioxidants and iron oxides to boot. Iron oxides are really important because whilst they give a little bit of a tint to the product, which can help offset any of the white cast or the hue that you might get from it, they also give some additional protection value too. This is something that Dr. Dre over on her channel, and I'll try and find the video and link it below, called out as being super beneficial and an extra additional nice to have in your sunscreen. This one kind of has it all. It's really affordable, particularly here in Europe, though I think the price point is a little bit higher over in the North American market. But this is definitely one that I'd recommend if you want a sunscreen that does it all. UVA protection, antioxidants, iron oxides, all in one. Definitely one that I recommend. Hopefully in this video I've been able to offer you some great anti-aging sunscreens that kind of take the mystery out of choosing the right one for you. Recently I spoke about how to increase the amount of collagen in the skin. I'll leave a link to that video up there. Definitely one to check out, but on the back of that, where I said a good broad spectrum high UVA protection sunscreen is key, lots of you guys said, Rob, I'm a little bit confused. How do I actually know what the UVA protection is? Are any of them verified? Do we have any stats to back it up? This is really why I wanted to follow with today's video, so hopefully that's just demystified everything for you and helped you to choose the right one for your own skincare routine. Sound off in the comment section below with any thoughts, feelings and opinions that you have, and wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well and love your skin. Take care. Bye.